One day I was starving. I remember that I left Colombia with $200 and a backpack.
Good morning! Well, morning like morning, right? It's currently 11:51, so yeah, morning like morning, but once and again and forever, my lovely oatmeal. And I'm waiting till my coffee is finished. So today, not much is happening in the morning. That's why I decided to kind of sleep in. But afternoon, today I'm meeting with a guy who is a good friend of mine. And he kind of like kick-started the idea of me being a creative person again. Because before I used to make music, I used to be creative, but then I just started to focus on the money aspect and just like money. You'll meet him in a bit, but for now, I'm going to enjoy my breakfast and my girlfriend is still in the living room, but she doesn't want to be filmed. So, obviously gonna enjoy with her as well.
Okay, my girlfriend left like 1 hour and a half ago, and what I was doing till now, I was editing basically her project. I have to say, bro, I'm extremely excited about this. Like, in my opinion, it looks so good. Like, okay, I'll give you a tease. And so I'm extremely excited to post these, especially for her, because I feel like they're gonna catch a lot of attention. Like, I really like them and it speaks a lot about her project. And so yeah, now I need to quickly go eat my lunch because in literally half an hour I need to leave the house because I'm going to Argüelles. So yeah, I'm gonna go eat. And I have a fucking big pimple on this side and also on this side, so I have no good angles. Damn, today is a bit crazy because Pope is in the town and yeah, a lot of people everywhere. I mean, luckily I found a spot where is basically nobody. Who is this guy that I'm meeting right now? Who is he? Why am I speaking about him so much? Well, his name is Sebastian and he is one of the few people that I've met. I mean, one of the many people actually that I've met in Madrid, but he's one of the few people that truly stuck in my head. The first year was kind of like a roller coaster, like really up and down. The first semester was really good on the experience of making friends. The second semester was I was managing one club here, so basically it was more like work-life type life instead of like the school Erasmus vibes. In the second semester I truly could count on one hand how many good people I've met, and Sebastian is one of those few. He is one of the reasons why I've decided to pursue a bit of a creative space of work. I mean, he'll be here in a bit, so he'll tell you more about himself, but yeah, I just feel like I had to make this introduction, and so now let's go meet Sebastian. What a beautiful guy. This is Sebastian.
Hi everybody!
As I mentioned previously, he is one of the small amount of people that I've met in Madrid and had like a huge take on my life. So Sebastian, can you please tell us a bit about yourself?
Yes, definitely. Thank you. Well,
you may even hold the mic if you want to.
Yeah, definitely.
So
I don't want you to be
easier.
like...
So I'm not like...
I met Dennis in this social club like 2 years ago. We become really good friends because I was going every day and we have like long chats about life and stuff. We started like creating a bond and we started like talking, and then I remember that it was during a time in Madrid when I was actually open to meet people, and you know, everyone that you meet is not everyone that you keep in your life, right?
Yeah.
And Dennis is one of the person that's after 2 years, 3 years, I mean, you can even imagine 10 years, it's the person that is going to be there. He's going to be doing all his own stuff, but it's a, but it's a person that you can just meet after a few years and just check on what's going on. I'm currently not in Madrid, unfortunately. I'm in London.
This guy is crazy. Like when we speak about traveling and living abroad or whatever, even like his story of how he basically grew up, where he grew up and what he does, like for me he's such an interesting individual because like as well, Sebastian, if I had to go to specifics, you are kind of like a app designer, no? Or how would you describe your job?
I'm a really creative person. I love to create. Well, this is one of the things that I've been like, exploring my entire life since I was a kid. I love to create. I love to make graphics. I love to create music as well. I mean,
I remember the first story with your computer that you told me.
I used to start selling software when I was in school because I mean at the time internet was not like a big thing. So I remember that I started like downloading from my internet and just put it in a CD and then sell it to my friends. And I used to like
hustle from the young age.
Yeah, I was actually kind of like making money since I was young, but I was not with that intention. It was never for me like to make money. I was always focusing in create things. I used to make videos as well. I mean,
we used to make videos as well.
It kind of like makes me feel embarrassed because I mean it wasn't a time when I was like still in school and there were like really bad effects. There were like no sense, and I was like putting all my friends with me to dance different
Okay.
songs and stuff like that, just because I wanted to try to create stuff. Pretty much was my past. I used to study music as well. I like to play the piano. That's one of my favorite instruments. So
You still play till this day, no? I don't
yeah,
know if you got through,
yeah, definitely. I love it. When I learned, it was a digital piano,
Okay.
but it is completely different when you
than-
go to an acoustic one, because you're playing with how hard you push the pedal.
I was gonna say, no, the pedals.
My life has been like more about creating stuff. I really like to create, either it's visuals, audio, graphics, or whatever. And what I'm currently doing right now, I have a digital agency. We do UI UX because I love apps. I love to design applications. For me, that's also one of my passions. I remember that, you know what? I mean, I was creating apps and doing like from my own experience.
Yeah.
And then at some point, I remember during the pandemic, they had like, I don't know, like 10 times more clients. They want to do something. So one of the things I had to choose, it was like, okay, do I want to keep doing this like as a freelancer forever, or should I start like hiring a team and doing more stuff?
Last time we spoke,
good.
you had, I think, team of 3 or 4 people.
Yeah, now we're 10.
Okay.
We're 10 in between. I hire a project manager. That's been my latest goal.
Okay.
She lives here in Madrid.
Oh, really?
We actually met last Friday.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, but that was quick hire, no?
No. We were working there for a year now.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I thought like, okay.
We were working for a year, but we met.
I was
Just
gonna
said
say,
it.
like, guys, if you want a job, just come to Madrid.
I mean, if you're a talented person, responsible person, yeah, you can work with me, because that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for people that is curious, just as me. So one of the things I would like to work with people is trying to find people who are curious. I don't need to have the most experienced person. I just want to have the most curious person.
Driven people.
Yeah, because when you're curious, you
You will
look for
find
the
it,
answers. You know, you get a challenge in front of you, you don't stop. And that's the kind of people I like to work with, and that's what I'm trying to build my team with. And it's become a challenge because it's really hard to find this kind of people. You know, there's like
Especially nowadays, I feel like everybody just wants to make a quick buck without learning anything.
yes.
And then do the minimum type of work just because they get paid by hour. So
Exactly,
abuse
yeah.
the system.
Exactly. I've been dealing with all that, because when I hire someone, I need to do a test for a month. If you're curious, you go and find a solution.
Yeah.
If you're not, that relationship just ends.
Yeah.
Now with this ChatGPT on this chat box, you can just ask whatever you
insane.
want to ask. It will give you references. You can also have a wide world internet just for you to actually find this information. And the only thing is that you just need to be curious.
Exactly.
That's the only thing. That's why I hire curious people, because they're gonna learn what I remember when I was to college. I was learning how to code in Flash. I was doing Flash websites.
Oh.
They don't exist anymore. We're not
I was
having.
gonna say that's like dinosaurs times, you know.
And look, it's the same in every field. I've met doctors who have been going to conferences, exploring, and they're really good. They're like well paid because their knowledge is changing every time. They go after the new research. They use the new research to treat the patients. That's why they get actually really popular. And there are other doctors who only study what they had in college and never explore more beyond. So they get stuck. So it's pretty much the same. I'm not saying that being one person and the other is bad. I'm just saying it's different. My goal is to have this company first like working like completely organized, and we hitting really big clients, like some crazy clients. I want to work with companies like Nike, Google. Things like actually, but not as an employee, just a business partner. So that's actually really more challenging, because there's like a lot of stuff that we need to go through to grow. But I'm excited. I really like that, to be honest. It's like actually makes life really fun, and it's just because it's my passion, it's what I like. You never have to stop creating. I still do create, but then you can use different tools, time, people to help you build whatever you're dreaming of. So when your dreams start being like big enough that you cannot solve them yourself, you can just put some people in and help you like boost and grow and go to your dreams.
Chase the dreams.
Exactly. So that's why your dreams cannot never be caged to what you are possible to do now. They have to be way more, because that's the only way you can actually go for something more. If you limit your dreams to what you can do now, you will always going to be like in the same place, and you won't like move forward. It's just a lifestyle that you want. That's my lifestyle. That's why I feel good. That's what I'm looking for. And so far, I don't feel like I'm sacrificing anything, because at the same time, I'm like traveling, I'm like enjoying my life, you know. I'm not like pausing my life. I'm in Madrid right now with you having a coffee. Come on. I would say one of the biggest things I've done in my life was trusting what I wanted. I was like, you know what, I want to be a graphic designer. I don't care what you say. I want to go for a graphic design. And people were like, no, I thought you were going to do graphic design because they thought that I was going to be printing ads all the time, they didn't put advertisements, stuff like that. It was the reality at that time, so I don't blame them. You have to trust yourself in what you really want and just go for it, and it will pay out.
Do you feel like many people, after you started to achieve sort of success, they kind of like switched?
I had a conversation with my dad that actually kind of like made me feel like really too good, because he once told me, you made a great choice, I'm proud of you.
Damn.
Because at that time I remember when I was asking that.
I'm sorry to cut you. that has to hit like insane, no?
It does because there's actually some kind of a reward after you being like doing
Such
whatever.
A rebel for
exactly, yeah. Because
so
my parents wanted me to be a lawyer, to be a doctor, things. And they were like, we're paying you a career just for that. And I understand from their perspective, because for them that was how you actually earn money,
yeah.
But they didn't have the wide picture, and times changes, and all they wanted to do was protecting me. What they wanted was, you don't starve to death. And that's a fair concern for parents. Then at the end they gave up. Said, you know what? They say something like, you know what? Do whatever you want.
Yeah.
And I
figured
did.
it out, no?
Yeah. Because I said like, okay, I'm gonna become a graphic designer. Either you help me pay in the career or not. Because if you don't, I will do it myself. And they were like, okay, this guy is like committed to that, so let's just do it. And then at the end, I remember when I had this conversation with my dad, it was like, you were right. Yeah, I'm proud of you. And for me, it was like, oh, thank you. Yeah, so it's a relief actually that I made a good choice. Every time you're taking decisions, the problem is that we're so afraid to make a mistake. It's always okay to make mistakes. It's always okay. And it's also okay to be scared of it. Because we've been taught from when we were young that actually making a mistake was a bad thing. Just go do your mistakes. I mean, one of the advantages I had, it was that when I started doing this live, I started at like a very young age.
Mm-hmm.
And I was
the age
still,
you started?
I think it was like when I was 23, 24.
23, 24.
I was still with my parents.
Okay.
So it gave me like a lot of room for mistakes, because I could like be without money and still have shelter and food.
You still had a roof over your head.
Because now when you actually making money for yourself and you depend only from yourself, like making a mistake can cost you the rent,
Yeah.
food.
True.
And if you have children, it increases the risks.
Yeah.
So the youngest the best. The fastest way to get there is now. So if you're thinking to do something, now is the best, because tomorrow you'll start aging.
Yeah.
And so it's how I see it, and so far it have paid out. I still have like a lot of things to improve, like in regards to my work and my personal life. But I think life is about that. It's about improving all the time. Every time you realize that you were doing something wrong, it's not bad. Just realize about that, fix it, and try to become a better person. And that's endless. You're not gonna get to the to the cliff. I mean, you're always gonna be improving yourself. The day that you feel like you have to stop improving yourself,
You're fucked.
You're probably having a comfort zone that you probably don't want to be. It's just sometimes, I think, and I had a conversation with a guy I met in London.
Mm-hmm.
He said something that it's pretty obvious to everyone, but it's not for me. And I asked him, because he was actually thinking to get in like flats for Airbnb and stuff like that. And I for some reason I asked him like, so you want to be rich?
Mm-hmm.
And he said like, who doesn't want to be rich? And I was like, I don't want to be rich. I mean, I don't want to have money. For me, time is more important than money. He was like, he couldn't even believe it. I was like, yes. I mean, time is something you sell all the time, and you can only take time back if you buy it.
Yeah, literally.
They say money is there. Money is a tool. Money is a hammer that you can use for, I don't know, like for do a better work. It's not your final destination, because once you get there and you have the money, what are you gonna do with the money? I mean, the main important thing about the money is what you can do with it. No, to have it, And that's when it's actually probably people don't think the same way. They usually believe that money is the goal. They go to work, they just have to pay the bills, they get a good salary, and when everything's over, they have nothing. The money is important. I'm not saying it's not. It's really important. Money is the motherfucking important thing, and you need the money, but it's not all. The really important thing actually is your time. It's what you're doing with your time. Are you being happy? What you're doing is actually making you...
Is it your passion, as you mentioned
exactly.
before?
It's your passion. I mean, what you're doing. I always had in my mind that time was way more worth than money. And that's helped me a lot to first build my career and enjoy life at the same time. But I think the way to be happier, I think, is just give it in mind a switch. Like, okay, money is a tool.
Yeah.
What really important is the time, the people you spend the time with. The rest, money can come back anytime. Time, no, you cannot recover any time. You can go broke now, and you can have a year of successful contracts or whatever, and you will have the same money that you had yesterday. You can recover money. Money is everywhere. What if my clients stop paying me tomorrow? What if they disappear, all of them? And you know what? that doesn't scare me anymore because now first I learned how to save money.
Okay.
One of the most valuable lessons.
Save your money, guys. Don't spend it all at one time.
Correct. I did that mistake when I started gaining money. I remember that I spent it all and then I just got fired. I was like, okay.
Fuck.
And secondly, I know how to stand up again and do it. So I feel like every time something like that happens to you, it gives you like more strength and confidence that you know that you're gonna get over it.
Yeah.
So you're not scared, and then you feel confident enough to know that that's not the end, that you're gonna like overcome over that. So it gives you like a lot of confidence. So that's why it's not bad to fail. If you launch a business, you bankrupt, you fail, you learn something.
As we said
Right.
previously, we learn from our mistakes, so don't be scared of your mistakes.
Yeah, exactly. Just go for it. You think if you believe, you're convinced that that's gonna work, you learn something from that mistake, and then you can start over again.
Exactly, with the new skill set that you achieved.
Exactly. But if you do not learn anything from the mistake, then it was a waste of time.
And on this note, if you had to give like one thought to maybe new up-and-coming entrepreneurs, maybe people who are like undecisive whether they should pursue their dreams, what would be like one advice you would give to the young you?
I'm a young me. Oh, okay. Keep it up, boy. You're doing right. I would say follow your dreams. I mean, whatever you're dreaming of, what's the perfect life that you would imagine? What is that? What is a perfect life for you? It could be like anything. For everybody, it's something different. Having a wife, being economically independent. I mean, whatever it is, just set that goal. Make that dream to be impossible to achieve. Then start looking for what makes you happy and try to merge what's making you happy with the lifestyle that you want to achieve. I mean, one of the most important things as well is our minds. I realized about this lately, and I would like to talk to my younger self something like, understand your emotions. Understand why you feel how you're feeling, because that's actually something that's going to help you out. When you actually are able to control your emotions and understand them, you will have more clarity of mind and you can make more decisions. Then you will understand your frustrations and then you can act towards that. I think that's probably something that has slowed me a little bit, because I was so confused with a lot of emotions, a lot of actions, a lot of stuff that I was like doing without like not knowing what it was. And when I started learning more about my feelings and stuff, I started like to better put my energy in what really matters. However, like I said, it's something that sometimes hits us in a different stage of life, but as soon as you can do it, I think you will have a clarity of mind to first to be stable with your mind, which is the most important. It doesn't matter if you have a lot of money and your mind is not stable, because you will do bad things with that money.
Yeah. That's why many people say that actually money doesn't change the character, it just boosts the true character of the person.
It does, exactly. So you are who you are. You just that with money you can show up.
Yeah, show your true colors and be a complete dickhead, or you become to be the best person ever.
So I would say, yeah, to my younger self, it was like, understand your feelings, look for people who can help you to understand your feelings and have that cleared off, and it will give you like a huge advantage. I think that's like a huge mind changer. Yeah, so that's my advice, younger me and younger you. You know, one of the things that happen most of the time with the media is that we show only when we are good.
Yeah.
We don't show when we cry. We only show when we're sad. Most of the time, we're just focusing on showing what's actually socially acceptable.
Everything is happy.
Yeah.
Or negativity. That's also one of the things that just like judging other people and getting views of somebody else's success.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. So when I started doing my trip, I remember that I left Colombia with $200 and a backpack. With my friend, we went to Ecuador. I was like crazy. It was a pressure because I needed to make money to actually make my trip. And I remember after 2 weeks in Ecuador, I had my first 1,000 pounds contract. So for me, for 1,000 pounds was like a lot of money, and I could like in South America, it's actually a lot of money. And I started like doing it like that with a lot of different countries. I was just living day by day. I used to like do work for accommodation. You know, this kind of a hotel, so you could like work for accommodation and stuff like that. I was like, it was a really backpacking trip. I mean, I was like hitchhiking. I was like doing a lot of this crazy stuff, and I used to post beautiful pictures. I actually have all my phone in my phone. I have all the pictures. I paid this iCloud subscription just to get them all, and I use them as a wallpapers on my phone, and then everywhere in my TV there's like amazing photos. People used to tell me like, are you rich? People used to text me that, like, are you rich? Why are you so rich? What's going on with your life? It's like, I am not rich. I'm actually probably making less than you are making.
But I'm happy in life.
But I'm traveling, you know, like I'm going to Ecuador, which is a cheap country. I'm going to Peru, which is even cheapest. I'm going to Bolivia, which is cheap, but the cheapest of the cheapest. I was working for accommodation. I was not paying an Airbnb. I was not paying a hotel, but I was not posting that.
Nobody has to know.
But I should done it, yeah, because it was like a really nice experience. Just in that time, I was not saying it like an experience because I haven't like been in touch with the outcome yet. But for me, it was really, I don't know, it was like a really good challenge because I was coming from the comfort of my home, like living with my parents and having everything, to be by yourself, work, get food, you're hungry, what are you gonna do? I remember one day I was starving because my bank used to pay me delay like for 2 days, and I had no money, and they said that the money gets tomorrow, and I was like, oh my god, I don't have money, and I was like actually starving. I was like, until night I got the payment. I was like immediately ran out just to get me a pizza or something. So that was my life in that time, and people believed that I was rich just because I was posting
Nice
the
photos.
nice photos.
Don't believe everything that is on social media, guys. That's the key.
Yeah, do not, because I mean it's not even believe. It's just they just assume that because you're traveling, you're rich.
Everybody can fake it. Literally nowadays, everybody can fake anything.
Yeah, exactly. Now it's AI.
Yeah, like it's getting scary.
Yeah, so
Insanely fast.
yeah, just do not believe everything that you see. I mean, there's people who rent jewelry.
I know it's a big business, especially in New York, that many people rent their watches just to show them off. I know.
Yeah, just to have a video in the car driving.
Or even there was like a big store, and I forgot the name, but it works. That many people pay like monthly subscription on renting clothes. Or like expensive bags,
like Prada, you know, like
literally.
Gucci, and they don't own anything. And then in Instagram you see that, you say like, how is the person so rich enough to have to can be affording that? And the person is that they're not.
Yeah.
They're not rich. They're not like that. When you get money, and you have the freedom to get anything that you want, you will get bad things for yourself if you're not healed you mentally. So you can just jump into heroin, you can jump into really hard drugs, you can jump into anything, and really, like, if you're a rock star famous, you will be surrounded by that.
Yeah.
And
it's insanely easy to slip up.
yeah, exactly. So it is really important that when you get to that part of your life, you're mentally stable
And you are ready for it.
yeah, and then you're ready for it. You take the decision, say, you know what, I'm pretty good with what I have now, I don't need to have heroin, you know.
And now I'm taking this mic and we are moving to take a shisha and play some nice backgammon because I need to beat this guy. I remember last time he beat me, so now it's a game on.
So we need to have one for practicing. The first does not count.
We'll see how that goes. We just left the shisha place. Sebastian, how did you like it?
I really liked it. That was a really nice place until it gets crowded.
Yeah, until it gets crowded. Then you can barely speak. So that's why we decided to move a bit and we are going to Plaza España to catch a bit of sun.
Which is the best plaza in Madrid.
Some might say. I would maybe argue that there is some also other good ones, but when it's sunny outside, it's one of the best ones. Okay, bro, it's currently 3:36 a.m. I'm editing this video, I'm almost finished. Like, the only thing that is left to do is to calibrate the main parts a bit, but I've realized that I haven't really shot an outro. So now at 3:36, I'm shooting the outro. Guys, thank you so much for watching this video till the end. Genuinely, if you enjoyed, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the like. And bro, I've just watched the entire video and I'm insanely happy how it turned out. Okay, but I'm not gonna bore you any much longer. Thank you guys again so much for watching, and I see you literally, I mean, it's not tomorrow, it's literally today, but for you, so you know what I mean.
Like, for example, when you meet Dennis, you get like the most amazing energy, like, immediately.
Stop, I'm gonna be blushing. Chill. I'll pay you after the vlog.